Alright people, so today we're doing the 20,000 subscriber Q&A. First off, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that has subscribed to me recently. It's pretty incredible to be at like 20,000 subscribers. Like, you know, I started YouTube like 5 or 6 years ago, posting stupid videos and everything, and I kind of never expected to be at 20,000 subscribers. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And today we're doing a bunch of questions that you guys asked. So yeah, here are my answers.
Are you going back to powerlifting ever?
Alright, so this question is a question that has come up many, many times on my Instagram posts, YouTube videos, everything like that, because everybody has been used to me like powerlifting, everybody liked my powerlifting progress. But for the time being, no. I don't really know what I'm gonna think, you know, like 5 years from now or anything, because that's a very, very long time from now. But for the time being, I'm really enjoying bodybuilding. When I started bodybuilding, I really, like, all my injuries just got cut away. I don't have any injuries anymore, which is super, super nice. Like, honestly, with powerlifting, sometimes I would, like, get to the workout, be like, all right, we're gonna have a good workout, but mid-set, you know, I'd be kind of worried about getting injured or something like that. So I definitely do enjoy bodybuilding a lot more because I can like really enjoy my workouts and then also optimize all types of other things like nutrition, sleep, all types of other things like that, and like see it make more of a difference in training than like it would for powerlifting, where like in powerlifting you can just eat a shit ton of food and then make a ton of progress, and you don't really have to care about your nutrition, all the minimalistic things that you kind of have to care a little bit more about with bodybuilding, which is something I definitely do enjoy a lot.
All right, second question. Pros and cons of making YouTube videos.
Well, this is an interesting question. Pros of making YouTube videos, I really enjoy it. I have a really good time making YouTube videos and editing and everything like that. Like, editing's actually like something that I find really, really fun to do. And then making content is also a really fun time because like I can spend time with Tiny Boy Gains over here, with the other boys that I've met through lifting, everything like that. And so let's try to think about some cons here, I guess. Well, I mean, like literally everything in life is a time commitment, so I guess you could say that YouTube, like making YouTube videos is a time commitment, but because it can kind of serve as a job eventually, which like for me, like I don't make that much money off YouTube or anything, but it allowed me to like not get a summer job this past summer, which was super nice. Like, I really don't think I can think of any cons because it's like something I would rather do with my time than actually go get a job or something like that. And other than that, oh, actually, one con that I can say about being a YouTuber is getting shit ass comments on YouTube and Instagram. That's literally the only thing I can think of.
What's your favorite cake?
All right, this is a very good question as well. My favorite cake is angel food cake. So, angel food with some nice Cool Whip on top. It's very, very light and you can just eat an enormous amount of cake while still feeling good. So yeah.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
All right, next question. Do you have a coach? Do you ever plan on getting one?
Yeah, so I currently do not have a coach. I'm currently doing all of my programming, nutrition, everything like that all by myself. Like obviously I've learned a lot through watching like Renaissance Periodization, for example, which we'll get into a little bit later. But I don't have a coach right now, and definitely like being in the off season, well technically off season, I've never competed in bodybuilding before. I think I can coach myself just fine. And if I were ever to compete in bodybuilding, I think at that point then I would get a coach because I've never really gone through a prep before, so I don't know what that's like. And a coach would definitely help me a lot on that process.
Main source of information that you get on training and exercise.
All right, well this is what I just talked about. So I get almost all of my information by watching Renaissance Periodization. They have a ton of great YouTube content. I was also an RP Plus member for a while, so I was watching like lectures and stuff like that on the RP website. And honestly, in my free time, one thing I do enjoy doing a lot is just literally watching lectures from RP because not only is it like fun to watch, but like I also learn a lot from it, so I feel like I'm not completely just wasting my time like I would be like watching Netflix or something like that. Of course I do watch Netflix. Money Heist is really good, just letting you know.
Do you ever plan on hopping on gear? Ooh.
All right, do I ever plan on hopping on gear? So I honestly, right now, I don't think so because I think it's like super fascinating the amount of stuff that goes into training and the amount of variables that you can like change and everything in natural bodybuilding, and there's just a ton of stuff you can learn. So when I initially got into bodybuilding during summer, I like knew way less than what I know now, and I know that the longer I stay in bodybuilding and the longer I try to learn more stuff, like there's just always more stuff to learn. So I think that for the time being, I just want to completely like optimize everything I'm doing in natural bodybuilding and try to build the best natural physique possible. And if I ever come to a point where I'm just like, damn, I really cannot do anything else and I'm not making like any progress at all anymore, then maybe at that point I would start considering it. But it's definitely a huge decision. It's a life decision to make, and I don't think I'm at the point in my life where I want to start taking steroids and like start competing full time and everything like that, because that's like a completely different lifestyle. It's a huge commitment, and I just really enjoy natural bodybuilding right now, and I feel like I will definitely enjoy it for the next couple of years.
As a fellow college student, do you ever find it challenging with all the temptations around you, including drugs, partying, and stuff like that?
Yeah. So as a college student, you know, all people in college, like there's a huge stereotype of college kids that like most people go out and party every weekend, drink all the time, just get absolutely hammered, freaking just spend their Mondays being completely hungover and everything like that. Like it's weird, like I'm kind of, I would say more of an introvert, so I don't really like being in those like huge social gatherings or anything like that. I'd much rather like be chilling with the boys here in the apartment or something like that and just kind of vibing. And I would say that mostly, what else am I trying to say?
I don't know, it's just not your thing, right?
Yeah. I would just say partying and everything like that is just not my thing. And also with like bodybuilding and what I'm trying to do with training and YouTube and everything, it's just not a good use of my time to go out and party and just get wasted and then feel like shit for the next week and have like shitty training sessions. So I would say I just value my time spent better on like training, learning about training, chilling, because chilling is something that's very important in training as well. A lot of people don't think that, but like relaxing definitely has its place in training. And yeah, partying is just not something for me. I'm not a typical college kid, I guess, and yeah, that's about it.
How is your training now different from when you were powerlifting?
So the main difference between powerlifting and hypertrophy training is that with powerlifting, you're going to be focusing a lot more in the 1 to 5 rep range, for example, and always trying to add load to the bar each session. And with bodybuilding, you're like adding more volume, so more sets. You're gonna be lifting in a higher rep range. So like honestly, I'll probably never lift in the 1 to 5 rep range while I'm bodybuilding. There's just like, you just accumulate way more fatigue than you would if you were lifting in the 5 to 10 or 10 to 20 or any other rep range higher than 1 to 5. So I would say the biggest difference is there's a lot more volume in bodybuilding training, and you're changing a lot of other different variables besides just simply putting more load on the bar.
Next question. What's your favorite part of hypertrophy style?
Okay.
Something like that.
I think my favorite part of hypertrophy style training is like, well, like honestly, I could learn a lot more about strength training if I wanted to, but I also feel like there's a lot more stuff that I can, like a lot more variables that I can change on my own in bodybuilding training, which is really, really cool. I definitely enjoy that a lot. And then also, it's hard to ignore the fact that I'm never injured with bodybuilding, or I haven't gotten injured yet. And powerlifting, like with powerlifting, I always had some sort of nagging injury going on, like the SI joint injury that I have for like 2 to 3 months. Like that was a long ass injury to have, and I absolutely don't want to have that again. So with bodybuilding, I just enjoy not being injured. I enjoy learning a lot more about training, and I like to.
How about the like training in general? Like, do you like training with reps more than you like training with strength, or is it the same?
Well, like training in powerlifting is a lot of fun. So hitting PRs, hitting like triple PRs, whatever. Like when I hit my 525 for 2 deadlift PR, that was probably my favorite PR I've ever hit. So like you don't have that like insane rush all the time from like powerlifting training. But with bodybuilding, like you just get fucked up all the time, which I enjoy, you know? Like it's a completely like different kind of training. I would say like if you were to look at it specifically like session to session, powerlifting is probably a little bit more fun, but there's a huge trade-off like with injury risk, everything like that. And honestly, I just want to get bigger and have a better physique. So powerlifting isn't for me.
What YouTubers or athletes inspire you the most?
YouTubers or athletes that inspire me the most. Well, obviously all the guys from RP inspire me a lot. So Mike, Jared, Charlton Banks, Sam Okanola inspire me a ton because they're all insanely good athletes. They're all super knowledgeable in what they do. Other YouTubers that inspire me a lot is Oliver Forsland. He's really great at posting. Currently like kind of on a little hiatus, but he was posting literally like almost every other day, like during summer. And I think at also at one point he was posting like every single day on YouTube, which is incredible. Like I couldn't even imagine doing that. It's a ton of work, and just huge kudos to him for that. Also, I have to mention that I also do look up to your boy Tiny Boy Games behind the camera right now.
Okay.
I do, because he is really good at editing and camera work and everything like that, and that's definitely something I can improve.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably all the people I look up to. All right, and then one more question I have here is, how do you manage your time with all the schoolwork and gym workouts? So this is something that is obviously a work in progress. Personally, I've been pretty shit at time management in general. So I think managing your time can be done really well by having like an assignment notebook or something like that, and actually planning out what you're gonna do with your day. This is something that is really, really difficult, especially during this whole coronavirus pandemic thing, because you just got an immense amount of time, and it's so easy to just go ahead and just waste that time. But I feel like the whole coronavirus thing too, like everyone being quarantined, is a huge opportunity for us, because like you're not able to go out and spend time with other people as much, and go to social gatherings or whatever like that. So you definitely have a lot more time, which you can use to either be productive or just waste all the time. So it's kind of just,
it's tough. Time management is tough.
Yeah, time management is super tough, because like when you're always productive, like you still need that time to relax, but when you're relaxing, it's so easy to just spend more time relaxing, if that makes any sense. So yeah, time management is super difficult. It's a work in progress for me, but keeping an assignment notebook is definitely a good thing to have, so you don't miss any assignments, at least with school. And then also just planning out your time throughout the day, or even keeping like a mental plan. That's kind of what I do. Keeping a mental plan sort of works, but at the same time, it's pretty easy to just change it, be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch like 3 more episodes of Netflix, which I did yesterday and the day before. So, all right guys, that's been the 20K Q&A for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and answered some of your questions. If you guys have any more questions that you want me to answer and that I didn't answer in this video, you can comment down below, and of course, I will get back to you. So, thanks for watching. Again, thank you to all of you that have subscribed recently. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in the next video.
Whee!